Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays a Mini Ghost. Last time, we cleared out Sector 1, made our way to Sector 2. This time, we're going to clear out Sector 2. And right off the bat, we're introduced to a new enemy type. These are the laser batteries. They can be pretty rough. They don't take a whole lot of shots to take out. But when they fire out, they have a laser that lasts for a couple seconds. And it can hurt. It's really good at blocking off particular sections of the screen. But they're not that hard to deal with. Takes 6 standard shots to take them out. And they're not too bad. Their shots are blocked by walls, so there are large sections of the screen that you're safe from them. Now then, don't have enough for that. At least not yet. Not taking on the boss yet. I want that extra protection for when I take him on. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to head out. And since I have more than 40 cubes now, I'm going to head back to the shop and buy a battery upgrade. And we're back here. Now that I have the battery pack upgraded, I'm going to... I still have quite a ways to go before I'm ready to pick up the new protection level. But there's a bit more this way I can explore. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I'll wait for this guy to get back. I'll be dropping down to that level anyways, so in here. Drop down here. That gives me the night vision. That is going to let me get through the darkened areas safely. I'm not doing too well right now, but that's not a problem. I am going to go ahead and head back up this way and farm up the cubes I need for the protection. I'll see you when I get everything lined up. And there we have it. All 120 cubes that we need for our next item. Now we just need to get to where we can get it. Which is over to the right there. 120 cubes, 4 more hit points. Now we're ready to head in and take on the boss. Okay, maybe not optimally ready. As you can see there, if you take out the boss with the new weapon introduced in their sector, you get an achievement. Most of them are pretty easy to get, but you need to be aware of what you need to do to actually get it. Now that that's out of the way, yeah. There's another item we can grab on the way out. That's going to make things a little bit nice. Especially since we have the night vision goggles now. That definitely went better than it could have. Now, this entire bright red... Ow. Well, that's not what I wanted. But that entire area is filled with stuff that we couldn't see before. As you saw on that second screen there, that's a lot of stuff that can hurt you that you're not gonna see when you're moving around. Fortunately, it's easy to get back, and you can see right up there, that's the next crate we're going for. It's going to be a little bit before we get to it because, well, we have to navigate around a few things. Fortunately, since we can now take out the barrels, which we couldn't do before, we can get around a lot more easily. Pop. There we go. Now, we're just going to want to jump down here and grab the knife. What that does is whenever an enemy hits you, not an environmental effect, you deal 1 point of damage to that enemy. It's not terribly useful against most enemies, but it's a nice safeguard that gives you a little bonus when something goes wrong. Because in this game, things go wrong a lot. Now, this sector is kind of interesting. Once again, we're going to need to grind up for a lot of stuff. But those electric posts there, hit them with 4 shots, and they blow up. When they blow up, they send sparks either direction, and those sparks hurt ya. They're rather interesting to deal with. Fortunately, they only go to the end of the platform they're on, so it's not the worst to deal with. It's still pretty tricky. In that chop there, we had another battery upgrade. Or not, another protection upgrade, but we can't quite afford it yet. So we'll just move on. Now this is what I just got there. Essentially gives us 2 XP per enemy we take out. It makes getting through areas a lot nicer. But there's still one upgrade left before it reaches its full potential. That makes grinding things up a breeze. Now, these enemies right here are dangerous. When you hit them, they start charging straight toward you. And when they hit you, they hurt. However, they drop the mine sub-weapon, which you set that down in the enemy's path, they walk on over it, they blow up, and everything's cool. It's kind of a nice sub-weapon, but definitely not one of the best out there. And there. If I went to the right, that would take me on toward the next, or toward Sector 4, which I am in no way ready for yet. So I'm just going to keep on this way. As you can see there, they're not horrendously difficult to deal with without the mines. It's just a lot easier with them. We're in a plant area, which brings with it its own set of enemies. You have the chompy plants that always move toward where you are. And this is where things start to get really not nice. Now, that item lets us heal up a lot more. Still, it's definitely useful, but it's not the best upgrade we're going to get with that. Well, that ends that run. But we've made a lot more progress, and there's a lot more that we're going to end up doing. So tune in next time as we head towards Sector 3 and try to take that on. And until then, Magius out.